does have a lot of movement. And again, it's not the mount itself. Well, I mean, it is a mount, but it's what the mount is attached to. It's kind of a thin metal, and plus you've got this plexiglass windscreen, and that just makes it flex even more. Today's video, I'm going to test out whether Formlabs' new Tough 2000 resin is strong enough to fix my wobbly windscreen on my motorcycle. I'm going to take it over some rough terrain so we can see how bad the flex is. I printed off this bracket out of Tough 2000, got some 3M sticky tape to see if we can't reinforce it and make it a little bit more rigid. I've also got another part that's printed that is in a much more precarious position than the windscreen is, and I'll show it in a little bit. When I first got into 3D printing, resins, unanimously known, at least consumer grade resins, were known for being incredibly brittle, not structural whatsoever. Someone told you that they were going to print motorcycle accessories on a resin printer in resin, consumer grade resin, they would have told you that's the dumbest thing ever. But Formlabs created a consumer, I don't want to say consumer, they're like low pro. Well, I don't want to say low pro either, but their machines to me are affordable for small businesses, and their resins are engineer grade resins. They're incredibly durable, strong, and they've got a different wide range of ones that do different things. There's Tough 1000, which is a very flexible material. It's tough, it's durable, but it's more flexible. You got Tough 1500, which is not as flexible, still super rigid, and you got Tough 2000, less flexible, but still super durable, super rigid part. A little bit of a ramble, but I have to consider that not everyone is into 3D printing. I'll actually record the same section of road back to back, going the same speed, so that way you can see how much improved it is. Now, as far as like function goes, I mean, it doesn't really cause any issues that it does this. All right, so this will be our section road here. A lot of potholes, definitely a lot of corrugation, which is really going to make this thing flex. So again, we'll run 2 rides. The first ride will be without. All right, so I'll keep the speed at 20-ish. I got a couple bumps here. A lot of potholes. All right, stop right here. So we've got our part with some shoddily cut 3M tape on it. Put this on there. You know, I was thinking just how amazing it is to be living in a time with 3D printers. I remember being a kid and having notebooks full of ideas of just things, tree houses, rockets, go-karts, all kinds of things that I could only see in my imagination. No way to have those things realized. If you have an idea of something, a computer and a 3D printer, you can probably make that idea come to light. And that's what I really like about having 3D printers. Secret is to get it lined up. Press it. This is some industrial grade 3M tape here. Let's now run the same route. I'll try to go the same speeds, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison of pre-mount, or pre-bracket, and then post-bracket. Alright, so now that that's on, I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna kind of ride around these back roads. Try to throw this thing around a little bit. Now, don't forget I've got another print that's on the bike that I'm still testing out. And I needed to take it over a lot of bumps and stuff. I'm gonna enjoy this ride real quick, and then we'll see how the other print does. Alright, so this is the other part that I've printed, and it is a storage spot for a compact Tesla at a J1772. Use these at level 2 destination chargers. They're typically at like hotels and stuff like that. I always forget Tesla adapter when I'm on rides, and I wanted to have a way to permanently leave this on the bike so that way I never ever forget it. Testing this out using the Tough 2000 resin. Now this is still just a prototype, but look, this thing just held up being threshed on these roads. I didn't tighten this bolt down enough. Pretty cool. And then I'll have a silicone cover for that. Keep the weather out. Still got a lot of testing to do, so keep an eye out for that. Happen to buy accessories off my store. I'll probably have the compact adapter on there soon. And then at some point I'll have the bracket ready to go as well. Peace out.